Well, hell. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's me, Jack Spade, and today I have for you some more D&D. That's right. Some more King of the Lost Arch. Or Lost Ark. I don't know. Working title. It's a pre-written adventure, so, I'm still working out the kinks and the bugs, but here we are. Here we are for you today. Had a pretty good day today. Just got some stuff done. Followed up with a few job leads, stuff like that. Your boy might be gainfully employed doing some stuff that he loves to do. So let's go. We're all going to make it. We're all going to get laid. Unless you're not into that, which I totally get. It's fine. Whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and check in with the crew, shall we? Let me just let him know that I'm about to unmute him. Bravo Group. There's that. And now. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Yo, yo, yo.
How's everybody doing today?
Hey. Doing
We're
wonderful.
awake.
Wonderful. That's all I can ask for. That you're here and you're
Mhm.
awake. Man, I'm such a lucky DM.
Yes, you are. But we're more lucky than you are.
That's true.
Until I vanish from your eye as of next week.
That's
I
true.
know.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, I think this is your last week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until Sundays become my only free time.
Sundays only. Hmm.
We've spoken of this.
Yes, that's true.
We shall see.
We shall see. Okay. Well, we are down one Siren for the moment, but that'll be okay. If he
Mhm.
shows up, that's fine. We'll just keep on rocking and rolling. Oh, I have a message. Hold on. Oh, I see. Okay, well, in that case, we will have to carry on. Do. Bummer. Okay.
We'll place him in Tachka and I will carry him around. It will be fine.
Perfect.
He will just have to hold on to Squirmy.
Well,
Someone must.
we'll
Someone
figure out
must.
what to do with Alphaset here in a second. All right, that message is sent. And let me just find a good track here and we'll get rocking and rolling.
Mm.
Where is the complex?
Track is good for cross train, right?
Yeah. Where is my notes?
All right.
You guys don't all have to laugh when I make a joke. It's okay.
Ah!
It's great. You sound like a stern Russian gym teacher or something.
All right.
5 jumping jacks. No.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys paused because as the dust begins to settle after your combat, you all kind of collect yourselves. You have a new Squirmy in your hand, in Tachka, Elaren, after the first Squirmy died due to an unfortunate arrow accident. But them's the breaks. As you are all kind of looking around, taking stock, something happens. A puddle of mist and fog begins to coalesce in the room with you. And then you see
This again.
and then you see a figure tumble out of it as if being ejected from a slide or something like that. As you see what looks to be a gnomish figure in a wizard hat. Mikash, would you like to finish describing Basil?
Sure. Well, first of all, I'm going to come out coughing a little bit, like I don't know, hit a vape too many times. And then, yeah, he's a beardless gnome. He's a little shorter than 4 feet tall. He's got a classic wizard hat on, and he's in common clothes. And he fits the description of a gnome almost too much to a T. It's almost suspicious how generic it is. He looks kind of uncoordinated, and his shoelaces are untied. And in his left satchel he has a spell book.
As Basel begins to stand, brushing off his clothes, the mist behind him swirls in this direction over towards Elphaset and engulfs him. And you see as both the puddle and Elran vanish.
No, it's appearing.
Oh, that's okay.
No, not
Do
me.
I recognize Elphaset as one of my previous?
Nope,
like-
totally different
Oh,
guy.
I don't. Okay.
They just look strangely similar.
Did you body snatch our friend Elphaset?
Me?
You, gnome, come clean, body snatcher.
I can't snatch anything. I can barely lift this book.
But how did you uh how did you get into the mist and
I don't
here?
I don't know. Me and my friends were fighting some weird snake people, and then 1 second they're all gone. They vanished. Does anybody have a smoke? I'm kind of stressed out.
The snake people are your friends.
No, not the snake. They're not my friends, but I was with my friends. I was fighting the snake people, and then there was this giant purple vortex, and now I'm here.
I see.
I'm just as lost as you guys.
That checks out.
You gotta believe me.
You get the sense from Elrond's just like nodding and just like furrowed eyebrows and just like agreeing with everything you say. You could have probably said anything and he'd believe you.
As you are
You're
staring,
just gonna,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You go ahead.
so you're just gonna hear a voice that doesn't come from any direction, like just a voice. W- Were you also in that strange village?
You mean the village with the bartender?
There's a lot of those.
Am I just
need you
talking?
to be more specific.
Am I just talking to myself out loud? Like, so he's in my head, and I'm just talking out loud, I guess, or am I talking back?
Nope, the voice is
through
definitely outside of your head. You just
Oh,
can't see the
okay.
source.
Oh, got it.
You think it's somewhere in this general area, though.
I was in the village with the children who were affected by the dreams. If that's what you mean.
Yep, the screaming children. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of screaming children. I don't like that.
With the lich in the well?
Lich in the what?
No, okay. Anyway.
What? No. Wait, what does that mean? What does that mean?
That sounds like the same village.
Yeah, sounds like
Your
the same
shoes untied.
village. Yeah, I know.
Do you know anything about the fog?
The fog? No. Well, okay. Here's what I do know. I gotta find my friends too, but here's what I do know. There was a dead snake in the fog. It seems up to no good. It seems dangerous. And obviously it has some magical powers. But all I can tell you is that we defeated some humanoid snakes, and then there was a huge crash, and then there was a vortex, and now I'm here. Does anybody have a smoke?
I'm gonna go ahead and grab this body here and I'm gonna drag it over and be like, one of these. Is this the humanoid snake you speak of?
Oh, yeah, I jump back. Yeah,
I'm just holding
those
her up
things.
by her wrist as she dragged behind me, and then I just hold it up limp.
And he's like doing it
Jesus.
effortlessly too. Like this is nothing.
Jesus, yeah, one of those. Although I think they were male. I didn't check though. I didn't check
I
for
see.
sure.
I haven't checked this one either. Should I check it?
I don't think I don't. Maybe you should have the girl check. I don't know.
Okay. Valfine, can you check this?
I don't think this is important, but maybe it is.
I don't think this is. Let's put that down for now.
I drop it immediately.
You know that
Yeah,
you know like how
Just
in the
leave it right
Pokemon
there.
games, whenever you're like trying to ride your bike inside and Professor Oak's voice is in your head, like you can't do that right now. That's the DM and Elrond's voice in head right now. Elrond, you can't do that.
Yeah, and now I'm kind of weirded out by Elrond.
Oh,
I'm just
oh,
gonna stay
yeah.
over here.
Well, you would also notice that attached to his hips, there's like some like two belts that hold onto the handlebars of a tiny wheelbarrow, and inside of the wheelbarrow is a feral snake.
You got a little snake peeking out.
That's Squirmy.
Squirmy? Is it your friend or?
Yes, we bonded. It showed me to this place.
Wait, that thing's evil. I think those are the things that attacked us.
No, this is
Oh,
not
no,
evil. This is
one's good.
Squirmy.
He's
This
okay?
one's fine. They will be.
Okay. Can I pet your snake? That's not a euphemism.
I mean, yes, you can of course pet Squirmy. Squirmy, stay still, and I'm going to reach over and I'm going to grab Squirmy's head.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, why do you... If it's nice, why do you need to hold its head?
So it doesn't bite you.
But it's nice, so it shouldn't bite anyways.
I'm
It
gonna.
bites me.
I'm just
It
gonna
bites
put
me
it
a
on
lot.
your shoulder. I'll
It
be
bites
putting it
you?
on your
Okay,
shoulder.
I actually don't
And,
want to
like-
pet your snake.
Excuse me, sir. Sir. I'll like lean over and like whisper conspiratorially. That's not the original Squirmy. The original Squirmy died, but he was really bereft over it. So
Oh,
yeah, this
breath,
this
huh?
is Squirmy.
You will notice the moniker Squirmy too.
Wait, which one's Squirmy? Does she whip out a Squirmy?
No, he's dead in the corner.
Oh, no. Oh, I got it. Okay,
I'll
and then
point. I'll be like, "That's the original one."
Oh,
But
okay.
he can't.
Got it.
It's very dark. He can't tell the difference very well.
You see
Got it,
you
got
see
it.
a snake
play
with an
along.
arrow through its head.
Okay, I got it. I'll play along. Don't worry.
This
Hey,
is Squirmy
yeah.
now.
That's a cool pet you got there. That definitely looks like the original Squirmy, and he looks nice.
Yep. Yes.
He looks cool. But
All
I'm
of
still
this
gonna
is
pet it,
true.
but that does look definitely like a Squirmy.
Just finds my character.
Yep.
You will see a single glowing green eye beginning to peer here at this corner as this creature makes itself known, as if a field of illusion magic disintegrates around it. And you will hear it say, well, it is surprising to find you all still alive. Perhaps bargaining with you won't be a waste of time after all.
Bargaining.
It closes
Have you
its
seen this guy
eye and
before?
nods sagely.
Do you know who that is?
No.
Oh,
Who are you?
Who I am is not important, he says, crossing his arms.
Disagree.
What is more important is what I have to offer.
okay.
Which is what?
Yeah. What do you have to offer?
Nix, as you get closer, you see the eye look in your direction, as if it can see you.
Oh, that's what I was wondering about. Okay.
Yes,
She says,
Catman, I can
"Okay."
see you. Keep your distance if you don't mind. And then turns his attention back to Valfine.
Hi. Yeah. I mean, a title works too. Just something to reference you by other than sir?
You can call me, and you see he sticks out a tongue as if thinking, Naughty.
Oh, okay.
Naughty.
Naughty?
Naughty.
They're very naughty. Okay. So
We have this. And I pick up this. I have to pick up the
Oh, I
lady
can-
corpse again.
I can find those anywhere. He waves his hand.
Oh, okay. I see.
what do you wish? Like, what do you want?
There are some rather tasty magical relics in this area of the castle town. I'd like you to retrieve them for me. If you do, I'll give you a tidbit of information for each.
It's information.
Okay.
What are you gonna do with these artifacts?
He shrugs and says, None of your concern.
We can always identify them when we get them.
Wait, hold on. Isn't this? Do you know an old man, perhaps?
Old man? What are you
Yeah,
talking
old
about?
man. Does anybody? Do you own this building?
No. I'm as much of a transient individual here as you all are.
Oh, okay. Well, how about
Anyway,
this? How about we play a game for the information instead?
no, only artifacts. Anyway, if you
Okay,
find
okay.
anything interesting, just call out naughty and I'll come running.
That's not working.
And you
Oh,
see
okay. I was
he
going to say it
disappears.
would be a pain. It would be a pain to find him, but he told us we just call his name up.
We just
Naughty,
call his name.
Naughty, where are you?
Well, don't say
Already?
it right now.
You already
Oh
have
no, I
one?
didn't find anything. I just wanted to make sure it works.
Hey,
Okay.
everyone gets one. He points a finger at you, and then he like slowly disappears as he's still pointing.
Okay, I yell naughty too.
He
Am
doesn't
I gonna be the only one that can go?
he doesn't reappear.
Okay.
Shall we adventure?
Well, I don't like that. I don't think we should give him anything.
It makes me feel like he's still in the room with us, which is a little creepy.
I don't typically trust eldritch beings that appear out of nowhere after a void has dropped and taken a person.
Well, I'm one of those
But
things,
that's
I
just
think.
me. You're an eldritch being?
Depends what Eldritch means.
If you would like to try to
I mean-
understand more about this creature, you may roll a history check or an arcana check.
I'd love to.
Okay.
A
Can we
moral
find
archon.
I am trained in Arcana as well.
You may.
I shall roll. Normal.
It is not made out of giant runes.
I thought that was a
Oh my
14. That's
God.
actually rude of you, Dice. That's actually incredibly rude of you to move from 14 to 4.
I saw
My
that.
God.
That's so
Oh,
mean.
there it
we go.
is. Nyx. Nyx, you have heard of this creature before, and the fact that you forgot that it had true sight, it might have been a misstep on your part, but you know that creature is a Nothic. It's a creature that was once a human wizard, but due to its perhaps foolish avarice for magical power, transformed into that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
don't-
relay this information to everybody.
Beautiful.
I think this was a Nautic. How do you say it?
Oh, who just said that?
Nothic.
Nothing?
Nautic.
Oh, this is Nyx. Nyx is invisible.
Always?
No,
when it-
just in the shadows.
Mm.
Are you sure he's real?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna
Nyx, you should touch him with
come to
like
you
a
and
poke,
I'm gonna
not like.
put a hand on your shoulder.
You feel a poke coming from this direction.
Whoa! Hands off, buddy. But okay. You're real.
Yes, he is corporeal. I trust it even less, knowing that it's a Nothic.
I mean, it seems like it is offering a pretty straightforward bargain, like magical
I-
artifacts for information.
I don't know if I'd call that a bargain if
Maybe.
the information is not worth it.
Nyx, you would
Depending on the
also
item.
Nyx, you would also know that though they are cursed beings, the information they tend to have is usually very legit.
I don't think we can decide yet on whether or not we can trust him, but I think his information must be legitimate. Like legit.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well,
We'll
I don't know how you
see
guys.
depending on the items.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys do things in your group, but yeah, maybe we should check to see if the items are strong and powerful first, and then we can make a choice.
Oh, yes, we should do this. I like that.
Yes, I'm also with this.
They will look
Also-
really good in my wheelbarrow.
Oh yeah, beautiful in Dutchka.
Dutchka.
Yes.
The darkness of this space continues on towards the north. What would you like to do?
I will.
Yeah.
Nyx, would you like to scout ahead, or should I just go forward and Make my
Yeah.
presence known.
I can go first if that's
Okay.
what you guys prefer.
There is a big issue with this because we do not know how far you are going. So don't go too far.
He's already
Nix,
gone.
as you
We've lost him.
Nix, as you enter this space, you will see that there are a cluster of skeletons centered around a box, like a wooden
gonna-
box with a lid.
I'm gonna keep going forward.
Okay.
And I'm gonna whistle like lightly, like just make a sound to see if anything reacts.
Okay. You begin to whistle, and you do not see any reaction.
Let's see.
As you cross there, you will see to the north a trio of ghosts,
Ooh,
and they seem to be just kind of floating around in a circular pattern.
I don't know anything about ghosts, so I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that one.
Guys, I
So, anyways, that is why it's very important that you do not go too far. He's just been speaking to you the whole time that you've been gone.
I'm back.
You already left. Good.
I saw something strange. Maybe ghosts. I mean, that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like to me.
Mhm.
Does that bring me comfort?
It is difficult to cut ghost with sword.
Very difficult.
And there was a lot of like bodies and bones.
Usually not a good sign.
But I didn't see any immediate threat and nothing reacted to me, so maybe you can go forward.
Perhaps they're non-active or just not aggressive. Hopefully.
Yeah, maybe they're friendly ghosts.
You are spiritual, right, Valfine?
Sure.
You can commune with ghosts and see if they need something.
I would not go that far, but I would be open to such.
Maybe they're just looking for a body. And I just lift the lady up again.
Well, that's a good idea. They could possess this snake girl.
You know, you could offer that up to them just to see what happens.
Okay, it's a good idea. I go do it. I take the
It's a
body
really good
with me.
idea.
just dragging it.
I follow. He's a real go-getter, that guy, you know?
Basil thinks Elrond is really smart. He thinks he's smart. This guy's got good ideas.
Elren, you will see
Yeah,
the same thing
yes.
that Nix saw. That there are skeletons on the ground here surrounding a box with a lid on it.
Mhm. There is a box, probably with traps. It seems like it has claimed many lives.
Excellent deduction. Uh,
Should I open it?
no, no, wait.
Okay.
The ghosts are over here.
Another good idea, Elrond.
I can't see your ass, Nix.
I know. You're pointing
your
does not
left.
help. Thank you.
On the left are the ghosts.
Follow my voice.
Okay.
You will hear the voice from over here.
That's gonna be hard
And
to
now
use.
you will see the ghost to the north.
Mm.
And you will see the same floating behavior that Nix described, that they are floating in a circular pattern.
Hmm. Is there anything in the middle of this floating circle?
Nope.
Nothing in the
really.
center of it. Okay.
As you observe these ghosts, however, you will see that they seem to be like walking through the air, not
Hmm.
necessarily like flying. Like their feet aren't like just just starfishing it out. They actually seem to be like they're walking down a street or something.
Hmm. They seem to be like trapped in a like illusion of things that have transpired or something like this. Maybe their final moments were of walking.
That's super
I
possible.
do not do that.
Okay, you can move back if you want to.
I do not do that. I do not do that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
as
going to
Get
commence.
closer.
as you can as you continue to
Wizard tag.
observe, you will see that one of these that they're all dressed in a slightly similar way. One of them is female, and she's wearing some strange looking clothes. Her clothes are a bit more form fitting, except for like a jacket that seems to be fitting loosely over her shoulders uh, and her torso, and then her arms. And out of a pocket of this coat, she pulls out something that looks like it's flat and like shiny. And then she seems to be staring at it as she's walking for a while, and then she shrugs and puts it back in her pocket. The other two appear to be men, but they're dressed in much more familiar attire. They seem to be dressed in more of like the regular kind of tabards and other kinds of clothes that you would see in villages and towns.
Or you said the girl had put something in her pocket.
Yes.
Yeah.
It did not appear to be a physical object. It appeared to be like some kind of ghostly object.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Shall I commence the trade? The body for their trinket, or like to just see if it doesn't seem like they are bothering us.
uh,
Nix,
you could
as you were
try.
wandering around in that area, you saw a familiar looking pattern on the floor. It seemed like the same kind of pattern of tiling you saw at the entrance to this place.
Ooh. I'll just keep that to myself for now.
Okay.
I think that I should take this box with us, even if we aren't going to open it.
Oh gosh.
Maybe I put the box in Tachka, and then we would just make Squirmy walk.
Um, I don't have detect traps, unless I do. Where is it?
What does the item pile look like?
So please ignore that label. I can't get rid of it. It's just a box. The item pile is just what
Oh.
the system calls this box.
Hmm. So
Um,
it's just like a regular box.
It looks like a wooden box with a lid. It looks quite old.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Can I throw a rock at it?
You can pick up a bone and toss it at the box. If you do so, are you trying to do something particular with it? Like, what's the
No,
goal
I'm
here?
just trying to see if like there is something inside or like
Sure.
something living or.
You easily pick up a bone and hit the box with it. It doesn't seem to cause a reaction.
Okay.
did the box move at all when the bone impacted it?
Now that you're looking at it more closely, Elren, with your dark vision, you see that the box is actually bolted into the ground.
Ugh, cannot remove the box. I could actually. I have a number of tools with me, but it will take some time.
Why don't we open the lid?
Because there's a
Because
bunch of
there's
dead bodies around it.
Yes, I was waiting for like a closet or something like this where we could open it with like like a rope or something like this, because I think that this is trapped.
I could blow it up.
But, I mean, you're more than welcome to. Can I stand farther away before you start to blow it
Well,
up?
well. This is we could put it to a vote. If I can blow it up, we could see what's going on, or we could leave it there.
A lot
We
of
could-
people are messing with this thing at range when I'm standing right next to it. Let me get away from this box.
Yeah.
No, go. Right. Why not? What's the
Why
worst
not?
that could happen?
You might destroy
Exactly.
whatever
Knock on wood.
inside.
I don't know where the Catman is, but yeah, he should stand back.
Yes, I think I'm far enough
Okay.
from the box.
I hear him directly in front of me.
Okay. I'll line up and put both hands together and channel a fireball.
A firebolt or a fireball.
Yeah, firebolt.
Okay.
Firebolt, sorry.
Make an attack
One
roll.
of those is free.
I'm going through it, just lagging a little bit.
Sure. There should be an attack button in the chat.
Okay, I was just doing the standard roll. Let's see.
There we go. With an 11, with 18 total, you shoot the box and you see that the lid comes partially off.
Hey, I gave it everything I got there
Gosh.
too.
Wow.
The lid,
Uh,
I recoil. I recoil a bit from the blast. Like it was strong to me.
there is a scorch mark on the box. It looks like if you continue to attack it, you will destroy it, potentially damaging anything inside. But the lid does not appear to be locked at all.
Do I think if I
Really?
shoot it with enough force damage, just in a way for the lid to just pop open?
If you aim specifically for the lid, the AC will be higher, but possible.
I shall take an effort at it.
Okay, go
Wait.
ahead.
Okay, wait. Can I, before she does it, can I say, hold on for a second? I actually.
I'm like
I don't-
aiming my finger.
Oh. Maybe we
Yes?
should actually examine the bodies real quick to see what might have been the cause of death, and then we can maybe get a clue of what's in there.
That's a very good point.
Thanks. Elran told me about it, so let's go check it out.
Yes, I think. Did I? I don't think so. I don't think I said any words.
Oh. Well, why don't you go? You're the strongest out of all of us, Elran. Why don't you go check out those bodies?
Oh, all right. I'm gonna grab a skeleton. I'm gonna drag it over to Basel.
Okay.
You bring it right over. Yep.
Alrighty. Hold on just a sec. You take this skeleton over to you. Basel, you don't run away.
Well, the snake is breeding me out. I'm getting away from the snake still. The snake, I don't like the snake.
So
Don't
I'll
worry,
say
it'll only bite.
I'll say that the skeleton is brought over here to you, Basel. What would you like to do?
I inspect it for. What about my morgue knowledge? I guess inspect it for the cause of death.
Make a medicine
So-
check.
Give you advantage.
Okay,
Medicine check.
you have the help
What
action.
would that be?
So that's going to be in your skills.
Oh, I see it. Sorry, wisdom. Okay, wisdom.
It'd be medicine,
Medicine.
which is just above nature and below investigation in your skills.
Alphabetized.
Ooh, not good.
Ooh.
But you have advantage.
With advantage.
Oh, with advantage, roll again. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I should have paid
What
more
is-
attention. More attention in
This
school.
damn 3 again.
Slightly better.
I'm over you.
With a 6, you will see that that's definitely a skeleton. There was definitely a cause of death, but you're not sure what it is.
Okay. I'll put my finger on it like I'm checking the pulse of the skeleton. Yeah, this thing's dead. This thing's dead for sure.
I think that's the proper assessment. That is true. Yeah.
I didn't really go to medical
maybe-
school. I'm more of a damage wizard, like a fire wizard. I didn't go to medical school. Maybe one of you guys else can check it out.
Maybe you help me instead. Maybe other way around.
Yeah.
Give myself guidance.
Okay. Roll a medicine check with guidance.
Yes, I click button. Normal. And then I give myself a D4. It's fucking
my
threes,
God.
bro. These fucking threes. It's
I'm-
haunting us. It's
I'm leaning
haunting us.
over.
Why
I'm
the
leaning over
fuck?
her shoulder, and I'm like, "What do you see?"
We'll take that 3. So that'll be a total
Yeah.
of 9.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, for sure, right?
And I'll try and check its
Actually,
pulse too.
actually, with a 9, I will give you that these bones have some odd scrapes on them, as if they were like
Scrape.
clawed or something.
Yeah, Elren
Oh.
totally dragged these over here, so they're a little dinged up. But
Are we
Hmm.
are we afraid of a box? What's the worst that can happen?
You
have
want
you
me to
heard
open?
of a mimic?
I get on my tippy toes. I'm not afraid of a box.
I'm not afraid of a mimic.
Have at it, boys.
I'm gonna mimic what he says.
I'm gonna open this fucking box.
Oh shit!
You open the box.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What's
Wait.
in the box?
As you open the box, you will all see that the skeletons on the
distance.
ground begin to rattle and make a bunch of clacking noises as they stand up.
What about the
Oh,
one next to
no.
us? That one
Oh,
too, or
jeez.
is it safe?
Especially that one.
Yes.
Ah, this dude was alive. You didn't check his pulse right.
And
I
we
think
will
It was dead for
now
sure.
we will now roll initiative. So go ahead
Yes,
and
I'm so hyped.
Oh, good one, Elron.
Oh my god, you'll be fine. You're just in the middle of all of it.
Squirmy, help me.
Where's...
I
Do you want squirmy?
No, you can keep him for now.
Okay. In before I hurl a snake your direction.
what is happening?
We're rolling initiative. I'm over these threes. I'm over these single digits.
Well,
I'm over it.
I love it.
why do I have a 26.16?
That's a tiebreaker.
It's a dex bonus.
Yeah, the system runs a tiebreaker if you roll the same as someone else.
I rolled a 3, but it's still a 4.
Basel, do you want me to roll initiative for you?
Click your token, and then click initiative on your character sheet on the top right on the attributes page.
Yes. Do you see it?
Click your token first.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
That's
No, you're on the
insane.
initiative track.
I can add my wisdom
Does-
modifier to the initiative.
It went
bar.
through, right? It went through, right?
Wait, initiative roll.
Uh,
No, mine should
I
have.
do
Mine
it
was a
at the moment?
22.
It didn't
Did
go
you
through.
click Elrond or did you click Squirmy?
I mean, I didn't click my. I mean,
I'll press
I
initiative
clicked my
again.
sheet to do it.
I should
believe
have
it went
a
through.
plus 11 to my initiative
Yeah, there we go.
I'm not seeing in the chat, but I pressed it.
Okay.
It went.
because I only have
Alright, there it is.
a plus 7 to my
This
initiative.
dungeon hates us.
All
This
right.
dungeon hates us.
Does he see anything else in the box, or just this happened? Or I guess I don't know, but
Okay. All right. You see in the box, there are some items in there, but you're instantly harassed by skeletons. And we will begin with Nyx. You see the skeleton spring to life. What do you do?
I'm gonna come over to this skeleton and I'm gonna hit him with my flail. Immediately.
All right.
Not losing any time. And it's gonna be attack.
That hits. Roll damage.
Let's go.
All right. With 25 damage, it is weak to bludgeoning as it
25?
instantly falls down.
whoa,
Oh,
whoa, what was that?
nice. And then I'm gonna go over to that one and I'm also gonna hit him with
All
my
right.
flail. I mean, try to hit him.
Well, how come he gets 2 moves?
He's level 5, so he has double attack.
That's 14.
14 just hits. Roll damage. You should all be level 5, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. That will deal 13 points of damage. And it is bloodied after that attack. Is that going to be it for you, Nyx?
Yes.
All right. Next is a Skeleman.
Oh, they rolled my 22, huh?
Did you roll it? Oh, you did roll the 22. Okay. In that case, let me change your initiative then. Hold on just a second for me,
Yeah, I
please.
don't know why I didn't give it to me at 22.
Click your token.
I did. I think I rolled initiative right before he started combat, so it just didn't add me to the tracker in the right place.
Could be. All right, I changed it. All right. Ellerin.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and see that this skeleton took more damage from the flail impact that came out of the shadows and smashed into it. And go, oh, good thinking, Nyx. And I'm going to pull a warhammer instead of my normal greatsword because I'm armed to the teeth with with an array of weapons.
An
Um,
armory.
I'm going to rage, and as I rage, you see Elrond. A bunch of the like on his skin, you wouldn't see them normally, but he's covered in white tattoo ink that just begins to pulse with blue energy as runes all over his body activate. Because I'm a Path of the Giant barbarian, and I'm going to I'm not going to go ahead and grow in size. I don't think that gives me you know what? We'll do the full thing. Why not? I'm showing off. Elloran he's normally about like closer to 7 foot tall. He becomes immediately like almost 9 feet tall as he just grows a size category. And just starts going crazy with this warhammer two-handed at this guy recklessly. I'm gonna swing at the skeleton, so I'm gonna swing with advantage.
Your head begins to hit the ceiling in here.
Perfect. What's more reckless than putting your head on the ceiling before swinging?
Exactly.
All right, here we go.
He's stabilizing. The core is straight and aligned. The
I
arms
see.
can now move freely.
Okay, advantage. Okay.
That hits. Roll damage.
I think I forgot to target. My mistake there. Okay, there we go.
All good.
and-
I can apply damage anyway.
I know. I'm just being a doof.
With 6 damage, it is still holding on by. Oops, I did not mean to hit you with that. Why did it?
I don't think it automatically did my.
Oops.
Oh, you know what? I think I forgot to click rage.
Hold on,
There we
just
go. So-
hold on, just a second for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Apply
Cool.
Did
healing.
Ellerin just become
Now
bigger?
apply damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you hit it for 6, so it's going to take that 6 again, which leaves it with very little health.
Well, it should take 2 more because I am raging. I just forgot to hit the rage.
Oh, in that
button and
case,
then-
it is dead. It falls down.
Amazing. Sweet.
Yay.
And then I pivot and just it's like a whirlwind where I hit him and just carry the momentum through to the next skeleton with the warhammer. All right, let's go ahead and make another attack and advantage. All right, advantage. There we go.
That hits.
Okay.
Roll damage.
Cool. Damage. Dude, these ones on these D8s is hilarious.
Definitely damaged very badly, but still standing.
That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and just occupy the space of the other two and just get right next to them and thump the warhammer against my chest. Do your worst. and end my
All
turn.
right. The Skelemans are going to respond, and they are all going to immediately attack you on their turns, and they all go next. So they were going. Actually, you know what? They're actually gonna be a little bit smart here. So they're going to do. This guy is going to move here. Is it his turn? Oh, whoops. Let me go back one. Which skill? Okay, yes. Yeah, okay. So this skeleton is going to move here to gain flanking.
Mhm.
And
They
then-
all have it. They all have advantage because I did reckless attack.
Oh, that's true. So they don't have to flank. Double, triple advantage, I guess. No, not really. Okay, so you're going to get this short sword, perhaps in the gut. Ooh, one of those was almost a 20. 13, does that hit?
No.
All right. That's going to be that skeleton's turn. Next is this skeleman. He is going to also do that with advantage. Attack with advantage. 20, I believe that hits.
Definitely hits.
It does hit, so you will take some slashing damage. 4 points of slashing damage, which is reduced to 2 because rage. And now this skeleton is going to attack with advantage. Oh, whoops, not disadvantage. Damn it. All right. I still think even with advantage that would miss 11.
17 hits.
17 hits, great. In that case, we'll roll some damage. Normal. Minimal damage, so 1 damage. Ping! All right. Basil.
Basil's going to go up here. And now he's going to check the pulse again of this thing. Okay. Now it's dead for sure. That's for sure. And then he's going to look up at the gigantic stature of Elrond. And he's never seen anything this big in his life. He's like, oh my god, that's crazy. And they just say, hey Elrond, I got the one behind you. Can you duck?
Sort of.
Okay, tell Squirmy to duck too. I'll
Squirmy safe.
Okay. I'm actually I'll target the one to over here.
Okay.
And I'll just cast a firebolt.
All right.
Actually, let's see. They have about 20 HP. You know what? I'll cast magic missiles.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no bonus damage from force damage, but still good.
Okay.
Is it prompting you for some dice rolls?
Yep.
There it
I press
is.
it. It's just.
All right. So I didn't see the result yet. There it is. Great. So that's going to be 3 darts, right? So each of those is going to do 5 damage. All right. Apply damage. Apply damage. Almost knocked down after that.
And again, I feel like a recoil from almost surprised by my own strength. I kind of stumble back a little bit.
Like looking down at
And
your
then,
hands like I'm a monster.
Yeah. Almost like I haven't casted too much magic. Like I'm new to it. And then I'll end my turn.
All right. Valfine.
I will try and cut this short, and I will just use my channel divinity to destroy undeath.
Oh.
I am a cleric.
Let's see. What's the CR cap for to destroy undead?
Half or lower.
Half or lower. Okay. You will watch as Valfine channels energy and begins to pop each of these undead like they are popcorn as they are immediately defeated.
Hey.
Yes.
And then you hear it. You hear the bones beginning to rattle once again as they get louder and louder and louder. And Helleran, you are pushed to the side as the pile of bones you were standing on begins to animate.
Yes.
Another.
No.
Oh man.
As a giant skeleton gets to its feet, standing above the box on the floor.
Oh.
And you see it is
This does not
carrying
work on that.
a massive scimitar in its hands as it stoops to fit inside this space, and it looks down at you, Helleran, as it joins initiative.
No, it's a fight.
And it rolls a 1. Incredible.
Yeah.
Yay.
But it goes next.
Finally.
But it goes next.
It does go next.
No.
You will see that this skeleton, this giant skeleton, looks down at you, Helleran, and takes 2 swings with its mighty scimitar. You're still under the effects of reckless, so these will be with advantage. Advantage. Let's see. 16 misses.
No, it hits.
Oh, it does hit. Okay.
Mhm.
So you're going to take some slashing damage. Ooh. So you only take 13 points of slashing damage.
Hmm.
Apply. All right. Now it's going to attack again.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
It's okay. Enlisted those 60 points of damage. I will be
Oh
surviving.
no, that's a crit.
It's not gonna do 60 points of damage.
Side eyes it. Side eyes it.
It's not going to.
Famous last words.
It's not going to. It's a
It's
lot.
not going to.
You only take
Jack.
16 points of damage.
That's an acceptable 6.
And that's going to be its turn. It's going to look around the. What's that? Hold on, let me see. What else can it do? It's going to look around the room. And now it's going to pass its turn. Nyx, it is now your turn.
I'm not gonna risk taking that big of a blow, so I'm gonna yeah, I think this is a reasonable distance. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost
Okay.
on our skeleton friend.
You got to check it in the chat. You'll be able to roll dice there.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That will hit. Roll damage. Nice. Pretty good rolls.
And his speed is gonna be reduced by 10.
All right. Minus 10 movement speed. Good to know. What
I
else?
think it's until next turn.
Yep.
Until the start of my next turn.
Yes. Anything
Okay.
else?
And that's it for me.
All
No.
right. Elran.
Okay. Seeing that its massive scimitar takes 2 massive bites out of my my chest and my shoulder, I touch the blood on my shoulder and like run it between my fingers. You made me bleed. It's been a while. And I'm going to swing my I think I'm gonna go greatsword on this. I think the warhammer is gonna get dropped on the ground and I bring out my my greatsword and I'm going to do 2 attacks. And I'm not do I reckless? I'm gonna reckless.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm gonna try to bring this thing down.
All right.
So let me actually hit reckless first, just and then redo the attack. Apply the effect.
Sure.
All right, cool. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the attack. Okay. Advantage.
That will
There we
hit.
go.
Roll damage.
Okay, cool. So you see, as the strike impacts, there's a massive rune on my sword that lights up, and I'm going to add my stone strike to this.
Very cool. Is that the one that moves characters around?
This is stone strike. I think it might, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to close the distance anyways.
Okay, got it. Oh, prone. That's right. It's got to roll a strength save. What's the DC on it?
It should be my strength, so it should be 8 plus 3 plus 5, so
16. So it beats it with the
16, yeah.
22.
Okay, cool. That's fine. All right, and use that. Okay.
And then did you
we'll
roll
do the
damage for your sword?
No, I'm
Okay.
doing that right now.
All right.
Normal.
Nice.
Dude, stop rolling 1 damage. Stop rolling 1 damage, man. All right.
So
Then
that
hit on the
was-
second attack.
What was the total on that? It was 3 plus.
3 plus so 3 plus 2 plus 5. So
So
10.
10. Okay. Thank you.
10. Mhm.
All right.
Mhm.
That's going to be Elren's turn, unless I'm mistaken.
No, I've got one more. No, I got one more attack.
Oh, one more attack. Great. Good. I was worried for a second.
No,
That's
not good.
Dice. That will hit. Its AC is very
hell
low.
Yes. Hell yes. We love that. All right.
That will
And
hit.
I think we're just
I think you've
damage.
selected yourself as the target.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. All right. Okay.
Stabs himself, doesn't even care.
12 points of damage.
12 points you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Right.
My dice need to wake up. This is a problem. Like, this is actually like the lowest damage rolls possible, which is crazy. All right, and my
It's
turn.
nerfing you.
Basil.
It's really bad.
Mikash, you there?
Yeah. So can I see how weak this skeleton looks?
Elren's attacks have been effective, but it still is still standing strong.
Still standing strong. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and actually cast Silent Image on this creature
Mhm.
and manifest a 10-foot tall orc in front of him that looks more intimidating than, if that's even possible, than Elren.
Let's see. I don't know if I have an orc token. I think we'll just use something else for that instead. A 10-foot tall orc, you say?
A 10-foot tall orc, yep.
Amazing.
All right.
So I just did it.
Okay. So it's gonna make an
It says-
intelligence save or check rather. It'll do that on its turn. Just remind me to do it on his turn for me, please. Okay, what else you got?
Okay. And well, can I also cast a spell now? I can't, right?
That was your main spell, so you can do a cantrip if it's a bonus action.
Okay, then yeah, I'll also cast Firebolt then as a cantrip. I'm rolling that here.
Is Firebolt a bonus action?
Oh no, you're right. It's not. Sorry.
It's fine.
Then that's it. I'll
Okay.
end my turn.
All right, Valfine. You see an orc suddenly appear in the darkness and faces off against this giant skeleton, with Elran at its front.
I was concerned, and then it started hitting the skeleton, so it's all good. Okay.
I should have warned everyone.
All good. All good. We're here now. As long as it's on our side, we'll deal with it later. I'll shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at the skeleton.
Very good.
Because staying over here sounds great. Attack. Normal. Okay, now you're nice. Thank
That'll
you.
hit.
Very kind of you.
That'll hit. Ooh, pretty good damage too.
Okie dokie. For 7. And then once more.
That also hits. Whoa, almost a crit,
Mm.
baby. Let's go.
Ah, let's go. Let's do this.
Ooh,
Nice.
very good damage.
For 8.
Hmm.
And I will stay where I'm at.
Okay, very good. Next is the giant skeleton's turn. It is going to see that it is surrounded. And it is going to move 5, 10. It doesn't want to leave threatened space. So let me do some measurements here. It can see you too. Unfortunately, that's not really close enough. Oh well. The skeleton is now going to take its scimitar in both hands and whip around it in a circle. Elren, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I see this threat. May I have advantage for my
Yes.
danger
Yes, you do.
zones? Okay. Okay. Amazing. Those are pretty good. We take those.
That will succeed. And a good thing, too. You will see that this sword creates a cutting line as some damage is rolled. Ooh. And you will take 3 points of damage from this area attack. But that will be this guy's turn.
Okay. Very good.
All right. Nyx, it is now your turn.
How's the skeleton looking?
The skeleton is looking hurt, but not quite bloody.
Okay. Then I guess I'm gonna. I'm gonna use Ray of Frost again.
Okay. Oh my god, a crit.
Oh yes!
Incredible. Woo, look at all that damage.
Mm-hmm.
14 damage. And is now bloodied after that attack.
And that's gonna be it.
Okay. Elrin, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna make. I'm gonna just keep wearing this thing down. Just driving my sword into it over and over. Why won't you die?
Oh, if this skeleton could
let's
talk
do
back.
Let's do the reckless thing. Yeah, I know. Let's do the reckless thing again.
I'm already dead.
Basically. That's a hit. Roll damage.
Ooh.
Alright, we get
You
some
like a little
damage.
splash.
Normal. Come on, dice. That's better. Hey, we take those. All
Hell
right.
yeah.
All right. We take the more damage. That's okay. That hits.
That hits. It does hit.
All that matters.
Dude, what the odds of this is
You've
crazy.
you selected yourself again for the
I don't-
damage.
If I double click my token, I don't know why it keeps doing that because I'm not right clicking myself. Whatever. One of the cases after I batter the creature and hopefully get its attention back, I'm like, why do you try to hurt anybody but me? You know that this is the fight you want. And I'm gonna end my turn.
All right. We are now back to Basel. You see that
Okay.
the skeleton's attention is now focused on these 2 larger threats.
I'm going to I'm gonna control the orc to try and open the box to see if that triggers anything with the skeleton.
It's an illusion.
It is an illusion, but I can change it to move and it just can't.
Okay, I see. So you're
going
to make it look like it's going to open the box.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. To see if
this-
that, like, it's like the defender of it.
The skeleton does notice this orc creature walking towards the box, and you can see that its attention shifts, but it can't do anything because it's not its turn.
Okay, but yeah, so it's an illusion, so it can't interact with the physical object, right?
Right.
Is what you're saying.
But the skeleton is protective of the box for sure.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and cast. Where should I cast Firebolt?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, should went off.
Ooh, what's the total? 10, unfortunately misses.
Oh man! Dang it! That's all I got.
All right,
Ron, you do the rest. I'll end my turn.
Valfine.
I shall do the same thing again. Until that orc becomes a problem, it's not my problem.
That hits, roll damage.
Yeah. skull beans.
Nice damage.
Yeah, boy. I run it back.
Yeah, this skeleton is now looking bad. That hits. Roll damage again.
Most excellent. Most excellent.
Mm.
Yes.
Valfine, how do you
Alright.
how do you get rid of this massive skeleton?
Oh, I don't like that it's facing me now. I'll like shoot once, shoot twice, and then the second shot pops its head off.
Elren, you see as an eldritch blast erupts from behind the skeleton's back, and it turns to face Valfine, who is poised with like a finger gun motion, like some kind of spirit gun from Yu Yu Hakusho, and
You know what's up.
the skeleton's head just pops off as another eldritch blast shatters the dark and quiet.
Whoa.
And as it does so, it disintegrates as if it was
Another one of
never
those.
there at
Nice.
all. And we are now out of
Okay.
combat.
Oh,
I
look at-
tried
I was like,
I stomped my foot down on top of the box and start swinging at the orcs. The box is ours.
No, Elrond. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine,
Box
Elrond.
ours!
Guys, don't worry. That's just my illusion.
Oh,
He's friendly.
oh!
He's not real, Elrond.
It doesn't bleed.
Swing at him.
No, it's not real. It's like
Swing at him. You know you
He's
want
looking
to.
at you, not processing the information, swinging back and forth through the illusion with the great sword.
Elrond. I'll
You'll
go
get
for
it
me. It's like
eventually.
As you
You'll
begin
get it.
to approach the box, you will see that the skeletons on the ground, the ones that remain, also begin to disintegrate.
mm.
Does it not? Is it not going to steal our treasure?
no. It's not real. It's like a play. It's just a figment
Oh.
of your imagination. Anyways, and I'll cancel it.
Okay.
I will calm down and shrink back to normal size.
All right. God, I love Foundry so much.
Wow. Well, better see what's in the box then.
Let's open it now that
You-
there are no skeletons nearby.
You slayed the foe. You may have the privilege of being the one to search the crate.
If you double click the box, you will find a bundle of
I
arrows,
will.
a cat figurine, a longbow, and 5 rations.
A
Oh.
cat figurine?
Yes.
Oh,
You know, I will click this words and see what it says. I do not know what this is until I identify it. This is cute. I'll take the little cat.
Okay. You should be able to
Yes,
take it out of the
numbers.
box.
Yes, I can. That's so neat.
Yes. And now there is a bundle of arrows, a longbow, and 5 rations left in the box.
I ask Valfine for one of the rations.
You can take anything else.
Can I?
does anybody
I-
want
I
the
want food.
longbow?
Did you not bring rations with you?
I did bring one ration. I fed it to
Only
Smarty.
one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Boswell notices that he's a big guy and gives him every ration. He's like, okay, you can take all of them.
Oh my god.
No, I couldn't do this. You here, and I give you back one.
Oops, not
Thanks.
that one.
This'll.
Here. We'll all take a ration. How about
I can
that?
survive off this for a month.
I get 2.
Yeah, you get 2.
Yes.
I'll get one.
Hey guys, did that weird creature ever tell us what the things look like?
Absolutely
what the relics
not.
look like? Man. Well,
But I got
Those
this cute little cat now.
You hear disembodied clapping coming from somewhere in the dark. And you hear a familiar voice say, "Yeah, definitely was not a mistake to trade with you guys."
We've traded nothing yet. I'd like to remind you.
We'll
all that's
trade.
happening. I'll cast detect magic on the cat figurine.
Oh,
Okay.
it's definitely
The
Yeah,
stinks.
The cat figurine is definitely magical. It is giving transmutation magic. No, I'm sorry, not transmutation.
It's giving la boo boo.
Not evocation magic, conjuration magic.
Okay, I'm gonna huddle everybody up. Okay,
Oh.
guys, hold on. And also, where did that voice just come from?
Somewhere in the dark.
Yes.
Somewhere in the dark. Okay, hold on. Guys, can we get together? And I like look around for the invisible cat. If we could all just group up for a second, I got a plan.
Yes.
I'm just gonna grab the bow
Okay.
Okay,
and the
Guys.
arrows.
Sure.
guys.
Yeah.
This cat is clearly magical. I detected some kind of transmutation magic on it. What if I create an illusion, and we try and scam this creature, and I'll give him a fake cat.
I'm
You guys too dangerous?
I'm pretty hurt after fighting a big skeleton. It chopped me many times. We can, but if it gets mad and
I'll
attacks
heal
me, I will be
you.
hurt.
I hear
I'll
you.
heal you right now.
You should eat those rations. Get your strength up.
There is no food on this world that will stop me from bleeding.
What about this?
Yeah.
I'll heal you.
Um,
What do you think, Nix?
I don't really know. I'm very unfamiliar with the situation we're in.
Basil's a little bit.
We can. I think. How about this? Let's just hoard our goods, and then trade them all later.
I mean, are we attached to the cute little kitty?
It's sort of cute, you know. I'm a little biased.
Yeah,
However,
that could be Nix's ancestors for all we know.
I'm. I mean,
But maybe
yeah.
that's a prize relic. Maybe that's a prize relic. We can't just give a relic, guys. We can't just give a relic. Because Basil doesn't care about any of this. He just wants it's expensive and wants the money.
Basil's relatable.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll go. Look, I'm new to the group, guys, and I'm still trying to find my group. But I'm just saying, I don't know if we can trust this creature, anyways.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah.
We could just hold on to things and then make a decision later.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear
Just
the
no one call for him.
you hear the disembodied voice again from somewhere in the dark say, "You might want to get a move on. Something troublesome's
God,
headed your
creature."
way."
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna
Okay.
go check up on the ghost.
To the ghost woman or to not them?
I mean, I mean, I think we should try to speak to them, right?
Okay, I'm down.
Nyx, with your massive passive perception, you hear some cackling coming from the northeast, and you see with your keen eyesight in the dark a skeleton that appears to be on fire and floating around in the darkness, meandering in your group's direction.
Let's go with this, please.
Guys, I think there is another skeleton coming away.
It's a disembodied skeletal head, not like a full skeleton.
Oh.
It appears to be like on fire with some kind of magical flame, and you can quietly hear it cackling in the dark.
There is a head coming away. Like a skeleton head.
Hide?
Maybe.
Shall we? Okay, sure. Let's hide.
Okay. I will
Sneak back over here.
I'm gonna hide in the box.
It's too small.
Do you fit? Do you fit?
No way you fit.
Especially not with Tachka.
I'm gonna crouch behind it, and the wheelbarrow is gonna be sticking out.
Okay.
I go to him first. I go to him for a second to see if I can get an Elrond. Move your elbow or something.
Let's go over.
Basil, you could actually fit in the box if you want to.
Elrond, maybe you could pretend to be a statue and I'll hide in the box.
Are the ghosts reacting in any way?
I'll stealth.
Not to you, Nyx, to getting that close.
I'll just go ahead over here.
All right.
I'm a normal
Huh.
self.
Uh,
Oh my.
uh,
The duality of man.
As time goes on, you can all now hear the cackling. Except you now hear it coming from the north.
Oh,
Huh.
well, it's
Whoa, did you hear
moved.
that?
Can I
Let's go
try
back
to
to the
touch?
Maybe it
the
can go through
ghost
walls.
women. Just go to the ghost woman now. It's probably moved.
I'm gonna try and touch the ghost woman.
You do?
Yes.
Describe how you touch the ghost woman.
I'm just gonna try and like put a hand on her shoulder, just to see if I can like grasp it or if I just go through it.
Okay, are you reaching for anything in particular?
No.
Okay. You reach up towards this ghost woman, and as your hand passes through, there is an immediate reaction. Because this is not an offensive thing on your end, they do not immediately attack. However, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I believe in you. I said I believe in you.
Oh.
I said I believe in you. Try again.
Your fingers touch this skeletal figure. I'm sorry, this ghostly figure, and you are singed for 5 points of necrotic damage.
Hmm.
But they seem to continue on in their pathway, seeming paying you no mind.
We should probably not touch these ghosts. Like I hang back a bit. Like
Just a clarifying question, since you're invisible and we can't see. Did you touch the flame skull, the skeleton, or did you touch the ghosts?
The
that
The
were
ghosts.
ghost.
Sorry, I had the wrong thing
Okay.
selected.
Oh, okay. So he got singed when he touched the ghost.
By necrotic damage. There was like a ghostly flame when he made contact.
Copy that. Okay.
You can now hear the cackling changing direction in the darkness, and it seems to be coming from this direction, from the other side of the wall.
Hide fast.
We gotta
Hiding,
move on.
hiding. Okay, hiding.
You can now see that there is a light coming from this corner here, and the flame skull is about to turn the corner.
I'm gonna
Answer, come
ca-
here.
I'm gonna cast an illusion to make it look like this is a wall. That this section's a wall.
Which section? Ping it for me.
Uh,
Just by holding down your left click. Okay.
yeah, like this. This whole section's a wall.
Okay. Sure.
So I
let
guess
me
I'll
just.
use minor illusion on that.
All right, let me just draw that for you so we can see, make sure we're getting the same idea here. So something like this. If it'll fucking. There we go. Something like that.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You will hear the
And-
cackling grow louder, and then it stops in place for a moment as it makes an intelligence check. Because something ain't right here. You begin to hear the cackling floating off towards the south.
I'm
Nice.
gonna follow the skull and I'm gonna try to do it stealthily, if that matters.
Make a stealth
Guys, I
check.
think I tricked it.
Make a
It went
stealth
the other
check.
way.
Stealth.
Should be close. Yeah, there you go. You got it. Ooh, with a 10. This creature begins to float. It stops in place, looks in your general direction, but it doesn't seem to see you. And it just continues to float on.
Okay.
And you see it. You see it begins to float towards the south.
Okay. And I'm just gonna go north.
Okay.
That
You
way.
can all recognize that the flame skull is beginning to go somewhere to the south. Nix, as you approach this spot, you can hear more cackling coming from inside with your passive
no.
perception.
Oh no. Oh yeah. I figure I see the others, right?
Yes, you see them.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to them. There is more cackling coming from over there. I just point in the direction, even though they cannot see it.
Where? We can't see you, man.
Oh, that's true. And I
Towards where we were attacked, towards where the box is.
no, the opposite way.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna put my arm up. You point me where you want us to know there are things coming from.
I will say
Okay.
I will say that you can ping what direction you want them to be looking, if you're gonna do that.
Oh, damn! I'm gonna ping that direction.
So there's creatures to the west.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, the same creatures, the same skulls?
Yes. I mean, they were doing the same cackling sound.
Should we not just take
But
care
don't
of
we?
it?
Yeah, this seems like we're playing lots of cat and mouse. Maybe we ambush.
I mean, the first one didn't seem to notice me, so I can maybe try and bring them, like make them follow me, and then we can pass without having
Are
to
we
fight
sure
them.
they even care about seeing us? To be entirely clear.
One looked in my direction and he didn't notice me, so I can try and.
Okie doke.
You should probably hide. I'm gonna try and bring them south.
Okay. Let's hide with the women.
Valfine, before you
Woman.
move, sorry, hold on.
You're
You
good,
can
you're good.
see in this hallway, you can see a familiar glow from around a corner. Helleran, you see that glow as well.
I think it's coming to us already. We probably should just manage it.
Hmm. I'm going to duck behind this wall over here and
Okay.
wait.
I'll follow suit for now.
I don't see anything, but I follow them.
Come on, Pyromancer.
Waiting to
Okay.
ambush the foe.
Nix, what do you do?
I'll already Eldritch Blast.
Got it.
I'm gonna whistle again.
Oh, okay. As soon as you do, you instantly see another flaming skull pop around the corner and head in your direction.
I'm gonna go south.
I
I whistle again.
It stops in place, hearing the whistle, and moves south.
Oh my god.
Do we not just want to ambush it? Was that not the plan?
You now see that this other flaming skull is just kind of wandering around down to the south of you, Nix.
Okay, he is the one that just started following me still. Okay, yeah, it's still going that way. I'm just gonna keep moving, and I'm gonna go through the illusion because I
Where
know.
are you going?
That's true. You know it is an illusion.
And I'm gonna join them, and I'm gonna say, "Oh, they're moving. I think the path is clear."
I think I found a way that leads deeper into this place.
Okay, let's go.
Maybe my friends are in there. Wait, before that happens, I scan this. I scan this tile.
It's the same. Actually, you wouldn't have seen it. You're not sure about this tile pattern. You've never seen it before.
Okay.
But you do see
Guys, wait up.
you do see a similar tile pattern in the darkness ahead, where that flaming skull came from.
Okay.
All right. You begin to make way towards this hallway, and that is where we're going to take a short break. I'm going to go pee. I'll be right back.
Ooh,
Yeah.
transition.
Nyx grabbing. I thought you were grabbing the flame skull. I thought that was such a wild choice.
I was like,
It's on fire.
okay.
It's on fire. Grab that thing.
I just wanted to make them like go away.
Yeah.
They're going north. We could have maybe just ignored it, I guess.
I mean, we're gonna go to the next section, so we're gonna pass. I mean, you helped us get around them without fighting them, which is honestly, your barbarian thanks you. I'm at below half health. So
I'll give you more health. I'll give you more.
no,
You know-
save those slots. Like it's better to like for me at this point. I think it's better to yo-yo. Just wait till I go down and hit me with a healing word or whatever, and then get me back on my
Here.
toes.
I just hope then like in the next fight, like he's not gonna hit us with you hear cackling sound coming from behind you.
Don't say
Like
that.
like 4.
What are you doing?
If that happens, that happens. We've made the choices we made. We were
That is
down
true.
to ambush the skulls, but leading them away was cool. We'll see if we get punished for it.
All right.
And I've been
Y'all having fun so far?
Yeah.
yes.
We can't let him hear us
Fantastic.
planning.
Planning?
around
What?
it.
I didn't
Yeah.
hear anything. Not at all.
Exact. I love it when you say that.
There's also like a trail
Nah.
of blood from Elrond, like all the way here.
Yeah, exactly.
There's just... I wonder where they went.
You begin to
No, it's-
march.
no.
Is everybody ready? Sorry, are we ready to continue?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So you begin to march further and further into the darkness, the bowels of this castle town, these strange buildings that are retrofitted, it seems, with grandeur, but it is slowly bleeding away as time marches on. You can see it reflected in the decor and the smatterings and patches of very ornate flooring and wall carvings. Eventually you come into a more open space, and there's something of a somewhat looking official looking building up ahead. It's got like a domed roof, and you can see that there is a double door leading up to it. You're not quite at those doors yet. You're about 30-50 feet away. If there's anything you'd like to do before you approach.
Go ahead.
Okay. I just take a couple quick looks around and see if there's any smaller buildings or any smaller outcroppings that look defensible where we could bed down for an hour.
This courtyard looking area, Nyx is no longer invisible, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Yeah, he's no longer invisible, by the way, because you're now in some light.
Mhm.
It looks rather dead. It is out in the open, but you could potentially like camp in this hallway that you just exited out of if you'd like to.
I think that I think I'll do this in character. If we could just like take maybe like an hour so I could wrap my wounds, that would be very good for me.
Yes. Yes, of course. Sounds more than fine.
Yeah, I could use a nap.
Okay, great. So, because of the way that healing surges work, you basically get a free hit dice to roll for your short rest. Of course, you can roll more than one hit dice, but you basically get one for free because you get you get at least one hit dice back every short rest. So yeah.
Very cool. I forgot about the healing surge roll. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes. And just remember those are bonus actions, one hit die at a time.
Very cool. I will use my hit dice to heal up for a short rest time.
Yeah, I do the same. How do we do that?
I think
I am uninjured,
I'm
Oh,
gonna roll 3.
but I think I get my channel divinity.
On a short rest?
I might. I feel like that's wrong, but I
Yay.
might. I'm gonna read it.
Here, I'm just gonna. Oh, where's Valfine's token here?
Of
There
course.
she is. Okay. Those meaty
Short or long
D12s.
rest?
Short or long
Yeah.
rest. Nice. So if you hit the short rest button, it should give it back to you. You can see the short rest button if you hover over the rest icon,
Ah,
and then short rest will be that first one.
cool.
Hmm.
And then I'll go ahead and do that for Basel as well.
Yeah, I'm starting to look for the icon. I don't see it.
So if you look under your character portrait on the, like, after you
Mhm.
open up your character sheet, there's like that little
Oh.
bed symbol.
Yeah, got it.
And then just make sure you hit the short rest. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Short rest completed. The sun in the sky has shifted slightly. You can tell, even though that the sky is mostly covered in fog and mist. What would you like to do next?
Do you want to go into the domed building, or do you want to explore more of the town?
I'm good to go in the building.
Yeah, we can go. And then as a mid like talk, I'm just now seeing Nick's the first time. I go, whoa! Oh, that's what you look like. Okay.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
Good to know you're on my side. And then I cast. Look, if we're going inside, I'm gonna try and scan the area, and then I'll cast detect magic around me.
Okay. So you cast detect magic. What do you look at specifically?
Well, it's an area around me. It's
Mhm.
so
Immediately, you don't really sense any magic around you. It's 30 feet, right? Or is it
30
further?
feet.
30 feet.
30 feet. Yep.
Within 30 feet, you don't sense any magic as you're standing like in between this domed building and the tunnel you just came out of.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Mostly just prepping it for about to go in.
Got it.
Next to the
Okay.
doors, yeah.
In that case, I will get you guys to the next map.
We're going to a secondary, tertiary location.
Yes.
We're
Let me,
gone. If they kidnapped us, they'll never find us anymore.
let me drag Hill's tokens over here. Oops, not that one. That guy's not here right now.
So, DM, quick token keeping question. How do we remove these effects now that we're not in combat? Inside of,
So
tile.
I don't know if you can do this as a player, but basically what you do is you open your character sheet, go over to the effects tab.
And then I can just delete them.
You don't want to
Yes.
delete them. You want to click the X's. If you delete them, you won't be able to get them back.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I already did that once.
that's fine. Don't worry about it. It should refresh the next time you use the ability.
Okay.
But just going forward.
Yes, thank you.
Alrighty. You begin to approach the domed building, and it seems to be getting darker all of a sudden. And it seems like this building just seems to emanate a field of darkness around it as Nyx once again becomes invisible.
Annex.
Nyx, you see as you open the door that there is a snake that slithers underneath this door and disappears.
Snake. I start running after the snake.
Okay.
Oh no.
Cat instinct.
As you get to this point, you will hear the sound of a flute playing. It seems just like a little traveling flute. Nothing grand, but it sounds like someone is playing you a greeting tune as you begin to approach here. Basel, your detect magic has not picked up anything yet either.
I'm just gonna stop in front of the door.
Okay.
Guys, do you hear that?
It just started to.
Yes, I think so.
A guy with a flute and all these kids who can't sleep. I don't like this.
This
Me
is
neither.
the the fairy tale of the Pie Piper, right?
Yes,
I
that is
believe so.
exactly what I was thinking.
I'm gonna try and enter stealthily.
Roll
Does
stealth
anybody
check.
remember anything about that tale?
Roll a stealth check. As you open the door, you will see sitting on a branch in this tree that looks desiccated. And around the tree, you can see that there are some lit candles providing a bit of light in this room. But you see a robed figure sitting on one of these tree branches playing the flute. He does not seem to have noticed you. Either of you.
Okay. Just gonna try and wander around. Is it open? Like the walls on the... Oh, these are windows. Okay.
Yes, those are windows. Nyx, as you slip through here, this is actually a spot you have to kind of get on all fours and crawl through. As you crouch down, you will see that there is a person waiting on the other side of this wall.
Oh.
In hiding.
Oh. I'm gonna go back there. Elle, there are people that I think they're waiting for something. There is someone that's hiding on the left.
And you see this emerald snake just crawl underneath this tree and then disappear from somewhere behind.
So
I'm gonna go back inside.
I'm gonna go just back and speak to these two then. So Nick says that he sees people waiting and hiding in the room ahead, and there is the flute person, obviously. How do we want to proceed?
Well, it looks like an ambush. Maybe I could make an illusion to bait the ambush?
That sounds good.
I think if we do anything that is outwardly hostile, that it will immediately end any chance we have to get any more information, and it will just turn into a bloodbath. Which I'm all for, but an illusion would do the same thing, I think.
One of us can go in, and then the rest can follow.
Nyx, as you approach this corner inside the room, you'll see another person waiting in ambush.
Well,
Well,
if they're ready for an ambush, it sounds like they're already willing to fight.
yes, but also then, like I said, then we don't get any information. It just turns into fighting.
Guys, I've got more information.
Yes.
So there is that robbed figure in the middle of the room. On the right, there is another Yuan-Ti hiding near the right corner. And on the left, I'm not sure of the race of the person on the left, but its skin seemed to be black and gray.
Black and gray.
Nyx, you hear some hissing coming from inside the room in the direction of one of the hidden spots. And then you begin to see this small green snake beginning to creep towards you and your friends.
I'm just gonna prepare my flail, and I'm gonna wait for the snake to arrive.
Here's the thing, right?
The snake stops at the door. It seems to look at Basil, at Elleran, at Valfine, and then begins to slink away.
Oh,
So
And you
here's the
see
thing, right?
you see that the snake stops underneath the man in the robe and begins to hiss at him. And then the
No.
snake begins to retreat at a rapid pace. And
Oh.
now you will watch
they know we're
as
here.
you will watch as this man carefully stands up on the branch, hops to another branch, hops to another branch, hops to another branch, and disappears from behind the tree.
Oh. I'm gonna go back to see the other. Guys, they know we're here. I mean, I think they know we're here.
Well, that's the
Dang
thing,
it.
right? Well, that's. I mean, we are the only people that are in this town. So, this going forward, we need to decide faster. Do we just attack everybody we see and not try to figure out any information? Is that what we're doing?
No, I need to get my
Rather-
friends back. I need to get my friends back. So any
We should
information
I
I
just
can.
go
don't
in and
think they're
talk.
looking to talk.
I don't think that
And-
the ambushers are going to talk, but I will go in.
Just try and be like, I mean no harm, and then see what happens.
Hello, man,
You
Follow
man in
behind.
the hood,
as you begin to speak,
ambushers.
you hear at the north side of the room a door open and slam shut.
I still don't detect anything.
You detect nothing.
Shoot.
Well, there is that. They know we are here. There's no reason to hide two people that are going to ambush. Like, we know you are here. We have already seen you. If you're going to ambush, go ahead and do it. If you would like to
No.
speak, you can come speak to us.
It's okay. Yes, that one.
There is no response.
Okay.
And so okay, so the tree's in the middle of the room, and the guy disappeared behind it, or he
Yes.
jumped on top of the tree.
He just
Okay.
like jumped from branch to branch to the other side and then disappeared. Nyx, as you go here, you will realize that where there was a man hidden here, there is no one.
And what about the Yuan-Ti?
She is no longer there
Oh.
either.
Guys, they're not here anymore.
Hmm. Okay, then we go further.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing we can do.
Yeah.
Would I be able to climb the tree like the man did?
Easily.
Or is it just a normal
Easily.
tree?
You can easily climb the tree without a problem.
Is it going to the ceiling of the building or is it just a normal tree?
So this building is set up like a dome, and this tree kind of goes up into the dome a little bit, where there's like some skylights hidden, and you figure that's probably where the tree was getting sunlight for a while, until it collapsed, obviously.
Okay, so I'm just gonna ignore the tree.
As you open the door, you will see that there is a dagger stuck into the door with a note.
Hmm.
Oh,
Excellent.
I'm gonna take it
Okay.
and join the other, and I'm gonna.
Describe how you remove the note from the door.
I guess I will leave the dagger. I'm just gonna like pull the paper.
Okay. You tear the paper. There's like a slight sound as the paper tears. And for a moment, there's a floating piece of paper before it disappears as it enters Nyx's inventory. Do you read it?
Yes.
You unfold the paper, and it reads, "Turn back or die."
Ooh. That guys. Did you see?
I'm sorry.
That
I apologize. It wouldn't say that. Instead, it would say, "You're all already dead."
Huh.
I don't know what's happening right now, guys. I show the paper and I'm like, it says that we are already dead. That we are dead.
Well, then we got nothing to lose.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So let us
I guess so.
push forward, I suppose, knowing that they will be meeting us with lethal force. Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. All right. He puts a fist to his chin and cracks his neck very loudly and just walks forward.
All right. If you guys want to continue, just line up behind Ellerin for me, please.
Can I just grab the dagger and put it in my inventory?
As you pick up the dagger, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Of course. Oh, I don't have access to my token.
I don't know why.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
It
That's
was just because someone was on top of
okay. I
it.
see.
A con save.
Yes, please.
Well, please be better than the last one.
You barely succeed. You feel a sharp pain in your hand as you realize that there is a venomous spike set in the hilt of this, in the handle of this dagger, but you do not succumb to the poison.
Will that
But you
be
do suffer 1 point of piercing damage, actually.
okay? Would I be able to remove the poisonous spike?
Potentially. You can't do it like immediately, but it is possible.
Okay, then I'm just gonna place it in my backpack.
Okay. Make sure you include in your inventory or in your notes somewhere. Excuse me. Venomous dagger. Because
Might
it is
have
a
put
it
that
is
in
a
my
trap weapon, you
trunk.
cannot wield it in battle, so I'm not gonna make a weapon item for you.
And detect magic isn't detecting anything now or under the tree or anything.
You are okay. So this is kind of like a blanket statement, right? The whole time that you've had detect magic up, you've been detecting a lot of necrotic energy, but nothing that is like actively harmful to you or your party, or anything that would like immediately affect them. Does that make sense? It's kind of like breathing it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's just kind of constantly been hitting at your awareness the entire time you've had this spell going. It's like
It's not concentrated anywhere.
yeah, it's just like necrotic.
Yeah.
It's just like the worst game of Marco Polo for you. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. Let me finish setting this up for you guys. Hold on just a moment, please.
Guess I'm gonna stay last in the order.
You begin
Do we need to choose an order?
Yeah, you begin to file out of this space, and immediately you are met with what looks like a ruined entrance into a much larger building. You cross into what looks like a small outdoor pavilion area that's definitely has not been kept up with over time. You can see that there are it's just like a lawn that has just been left to do whatever it's going to do, kind of thing. Elran was first, right? And then we had okay. All right, and now we do this. You enter a space that is right next to a rather large building. And you can see what I was describing before. You can see the kind of overgrown yard here.
I see. Well, shall we be ready? Just be ready for whatever is coming next.
Nix, as you enter this space, you see hiding in the corner in the thick bed of grass is a small serpent.
Your favorite.
I'm gonna point. Oh, I cannot point that
you're
way.
also you are no longer invisible because there's
okay.
enough there's dim light here.
So
whoops, not dead.
Sorry. I'm dead.
I'm
gonna point in the direction of the snake. Do you see that? Another snake.
Oh, I see. Does it want to be friends?
Unlikely. Snakes hidden in the tall grass. That's a common saying. I bet there's more of them.
I'm going to get closer and crumble a ration into the.
It begins to try to move away. It begins to try to move away.
Oh, that's fine.
Do I recognize the snake as one of the two that were in the room before.
Kind of hard to tell the snakes apart unless you had marked them somehow.
No, I
Anybody
didn't.
speak serpent?
I do not think Sylvan counts.
I do not, except no, I do not.
Elloran, you come to a ruined entryway that you'll have to crawl on your hands and knees to cross through.
Oh, okay. So I take Tachka and I maneuver the wheelbarrow through first, and then I crawl through after.
Okay. Easily done.
I'll step in.
Elloran, you step into a rather impressive looking space. This is what we would consider to be a mall way back in the day. You see that there are several buildings in this space that are ornate, that seem like they have stood the test of time a bit better. You can see that there are several rooms. You can also see that there are several ghosts just kind of milling about here as if they were still alive. And in the center of this space, you can see that there is a fountain with a matriarchal figure standing in the water. And she is covered in all kinds of moss and lichen from the moisture.
Does anybody? Oh, I just wait for people to follow, and as I'm looking over my
Whoa.
shoulder, does anybody recognize this figure?
Is that a history check?
Sure, you can make a history check.
Comes back, doesn't it?
All right.
21.
21, 11, 11. With a 21, Basel, you inspect the statue from a distance, and you can obviously tell that this was obviously some important figure because of the intricate designs that are inlaid. The designs are so specific that you can see individual carved jewels. They're not real jewels, but the stone makes it look like as if this woman is adorned with some kind of finery on her clothing.
Have I seen her before?
You have not. You cannot place the identity, but you do understand that this person was very important.
Is she a human figure or is
Yes.
it a snake figure?
A human.
Okay. I'm not sure where it's from exactly, but this is definitely an important figure. It seems to be one they maybe pray to as a god or hold up in a very esteemed fashion.
It seems like the spirits that are milling about here are going about their business. Try not to disturb them.
Nyx, as you enter this space, after crawling through, you will notice another green snake hiding in a green patch of lichen on the floor.
I'm gonna approach it.
It begins to back up as soon as it realizes it's been found. And it tries to keep its distance.
Following it.
It tries to keep its... It goes into the water and begins to hide. It's going to make a stealth check. It crits and disappears.
It's gone.
There was another snake.
Seems to be the messengers of the old man.
All the snakes here.
You hear a familiar raspy voice. And then you see a green glowing eye appear atop of the statue's head. Standing atop it, you recognize Naughty. And it says with its arms crossed, "Welcome! All of the relics I'm looking for are here, by the way. If you find them and bring them back to me, I'm still promising to give you that information."
Can you tell us more about that message? And I show him the paper.
"Not from me. It's from those things," and he points in the general direction of the water where the snake disappeared.
Hold on.
Those
Can you at least tell
things.
us-
Go ahead.
Can you at least tell us what these artifacts look like or relics?
Naughty shrugs and says, "Well, I mean, they're kind of small. They don't appear to be valuable at first glance, but I need them. So hand them over."
I've already been investigating this room. I'm going to step in and take a look around.
You spot down in that southwest corner a what looks like a laboratory of sorts. You can see that there's a cauldron all set up, and on this table here, there's a set of vials, and there's also an open book as well. And then there's a chest that's closed also.
I'm going to get a tool for this. I'm going to grab Basil, and I'm just going to bring him into the room.
Huh? Oh, where are you taking me?
Come with me.
I'm kicking my legs.
Let's go this
Whoa, whoa,
way.
What's going on?
Let's go together. Come on, Nick.
Basil, when you enter this room, this cauldron is definitely magical.
Oh, there's something going on with that cauldron. Don't eat that.
And there's all these vials and a book. I just figured you seem smart. I thought maybe you would be able to figure this out before I ruin things.
Every
Smart.
tool in
Oh,
here
yeah,
is
smart.
magical. Like there is magic radiating from everything that looks like it's important.
Oh yeah, this looks like one of my professor's rooms. There's definitely something going on here. I'm gonna try to read the. There's a book you said. And a vial.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
So
I'll try to read the book.
so you've stumbled across my mini game.
Woohoo!
Hold
Sorry,
on for
my-
me for just a second.
Thing is crashed. Was crashed.
The book relays to you some instructions that all equate to the following. You have 4 essences: red, blue, yellow, and green. You also have enough material as you kind of gather information in this room. You have 3 tries to brew something useful. And it's represented by 3 vials of neutralizing reagent. The cauldron is set up so that you can mix anything you want and then reset it to a more useful experimentating phase by using these vials of reagent.
I leave this for the wizard. I'll man
You
the door.
you see that in the instructions that there are some notes that are torn out, some pages, leading you to believe that there may be clues hidden in places that may unlock certain recipes or perhaps other clues.
Looks like it's a recipe of some kind of magical potion. We gotta do it in order. But I don't know what to make of it yet. And we need some kind of direction here. I don't want to just start putting things in the cauldron.
I'm going to go to this shelf of books here, and I'm just going to start pulling them out and gently opening them to see where the pages naturally want to open to see if there's any kind of like spine breakage that would lead to pages that would fall apart, like fall away from each other normally.
Make an investigation check.
All right, let's do it. Not the dumbest. I'm actually not the dumbest doornail, but I'm not the smartest.
Yeah. I'm,
Hey, I'm pretty smart.
With a 20, you kind of begin to take the books out one at a time, and you do the first row with nothing found, and then you begin to start the second row. But as you kind of push 2 books apart, you find a note. And you find the ingredient, the recipe for the wealth potion.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and give that to Basil. I found this. It's a recipe.
Wealth potion. Yeah, let me see that. And did he get it in between 2 books, or you got it out of 1 book?
In between 2 books.
Okay, I'm gonna take that from him, and I'm gonna look at the book that was giving the instructions for all this, and then look to see if, it's the same symbols on it or the same.
Yep.
The name of the book is
Matches
on,
up.
This. Yeah, matches up over
you
here.
open this box here, and you find the exact colors you need. If you would like to experiment or follow a recipe.
Exact colors I need.
Well,
Or
I
is
mean,
it in
there's
order?
like rows of yellow, rows of
Oh, I see.
blue, rows of, you know what I mean? So
Got it. Okay, and in the instructions it says make what kind of potion?
For the recipe that Elren just found, it's a yellow, red, and green. One
But
of
before
each.
that,
Let's
in
see.
the instructions, it said the specific order. It said make something of use. It said.
Yes, you have 3 tries. You have enough. You have enough reagent for 3 tries.
Okay. And well, we can make this potion, but there might be some
Mm-hmm.
other potions for a different kind. It looks like this will give us wealth. Maybe there's some kind of notes if we want to make a different potion. But I can try this.
Okay. We can just make note of what we know works,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
then come back.
Right.
Oh,
There is floor tiles. They're different in here. I'm going to see if there's anything underneath these floor tiles, and I start just checking the seams with my boots.
I overlooked this, Basil. I apologize. As you were flipping through the book, just kind of looking for additional stuff, you actually found another clue.
Mhm.
You also found. You also found this clue. You will
Okay.
not have a success if you repeat any colors.
Let's see.
That's good because I was curious about that.
All red. Never mind.
Yeah. Does it say anything in the notes that if I make one potion, I can't make another?
You
Or
can.
just says
You'll have
tries?
3 tries, so you can make one and then make 2 more. So if you succeed, it doesn't stop you from succeeding the other 2 times.
Okay. Well, unless we find a bunch of these notes, I might as well just make this one. So I think I should try making this one first.
Yes. Make
I
it.
go over
Okay.
to the cauldron and I put it in the direction yellow, red, and green.
As you do, the cauldron begins to bubble, and then you will see something begin to form in the cauldron, and it calms down and becomes quite cool to the touch. Do you reach in to grab what is made?
Whoa. Hey, Elrond, can you come here for a second?
Yes.
You mind just grabbing that? Go in there and grabbing that
You
real
see
quick.
you see a dark shape in the murky cauldron.
I will reach my hand in and grab the dark shape.
You reach in and your hand immediately wraps around something very hard and sturdy, and when you pull it out of the cauldron, you will see a massive diamond.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Yeesh.
Good.
Talk about a wealth potion.
Basil, because you are a wizard, that diamond is worth 1,000 gold.
Dang. It looks like that's worth about 500 gold.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That
that
is,
pretty
I
cool.
will say, 1 revivify.
Yeah. How big is it?
It's like a fist size.
Fist
Shit.
size. Well,
I balance it on my forehead like a seal.
Oh my.
Elrond, that's careful. That's expensive. That's
It's a
600.
dime-
That's
it's a
600. I mean,
diamond.
500 worth.
A diamond will not get hurt by me dropping it.
Oh, that's actually true. Wait,
That's
you're pretty
very
smart.
true.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Hey, are you sure you're? Look, anyways, well, maybe I should hold on to that.
Okay. And
And also,
I will headbutt it up into the air and lob it in your direction off my forehead.
I stumble and barely catch it because I'm uncoordinated, and I trip my shoelaces actually while I do it.
Them. Just fix it.
you Elmer Fudd your way into acquiring 1,000 GP diamond.
Thanks. This thing's worth 700. And hey,
So the number keeps going up.
We
You-
could
you
have
could-
3 of those.
oh, we could have. That's a good point. But I'm also worried that Elrond's skull might be as strong as diamond. So don't do that again, Elrond.
Okay.
And
Silly people always put things in sconces. I'm gonna start checking the sconces in the room.
Okay.
That's so real, though.
You begin to look around. You don't see anything on the sconces, though.
I'm just gonna pop one out of the wall and just hold on to it.
Okay.
I throw it in Tachka. And
Plus
then
one
realize
sconce.
Squirmy's still in there.
Yeah, sorry.
Squirmy's still in
Yeah,
there, and then
the
apologize.
token's not there, but he's still there. He's more or less
Mhm.
tamed at this point.
He's given
this-
in.
Is this a mirror, or I'll ping it here? What is this?
That is just like a light fixture, basically.
Light fixture.
Yep.
I'll try and go on my tippy toes and, I don't know, search around on it or something.
Okay. You kind of get on your tiptoes. You can see that there is a candle that is lit with a greenish blue flame that's just sitting in this little fixture there. Oddly enough, the candle doesn't seem to be emitting any kind of smoke.
Is
I
that a book?
It is.
touch the light to see if it burns me.
It does not.
Looks like there's some
Interestingly
kind of
enough.
illusion going on here.
It is actually. As you begin to focus your attention on it, your detect magic spell will tell you that it is illusion magic.
Okay, I tried to, but so it's being held by some instrument. The candle's being held by some instrument.
Yes.
Can I pull on anything that might be a lever? Okay, I pull on.
You
Is
begin
all of it
to
illusion?
you begin to kind of tug at the light. And as you do, you can feel that the element that is the light's in is very fragile. You could easily bend it or break it.
Oh,
Can I
I
look
guess
at what's in the book?
Yes, you see the instructions that Basil was reading on how to use this cauldron to make various recipes. The recipes seem to have been torn out of the book and perhaps scattered about this room, along with perhaps another clue or two. Perhaps an absent-minded mage was trying to replicate these recipes and didn't want to travel from the book to the cauldron, and just forgot to put them back.
whoops. Well, I guess I try and push behind the wall where the illusion is, or something.
Nothing doing. It's a wall.
Then I'm gonna pull on it. Even
Okay.
the fragile thing.
You begin to pull on the element where this light is being emitted from, and you hear a snap, and the light goes out. And you now have in your hand, a broken arcane torch.
I can put it behind me. Well, looks like that. Nothing here. And I kind of drop it and I kick it. I kick it under the cauldron. I drop it. I kick it under the cauldron. Yeah.
As you kick it under the cauldron, there's a strange sound. It doesn't sound metallic when it hits the cauldron, like it sounds like it hits paper.
It sounds like it hits.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
cauldron
reach under the
paper.
cauldron.
As you reach around the cauldron, under one of the legs, you see a folded piece of paper stuck underneath it.
Oh, I'm gonna gently lift the leg of the cauldron to not spill any of the liquid and slide the paper out.
Okay. You find a recipe for an invulnerability potion.
Oh, another one.
Whoa. Let me see that.
Yeah, of course.
Nice. 2 for 2, Elrond.
This one I think you found. I just heard a weird noise.
Oh yeah. I mean, I found it.
Yes.
Let's try this one now too, then, and then I'll take the components out of the
And
chest
you would also understand the effect of the invulnerability potion as well, which is this.
Okay. Yep. And so I'll make that blue, green, red.
You make that one? Okay, great.
Yep, I make that one.
You toss in a reagent first before you begin to mix this new potion, using up one of the charges you have, and you make this dodgy gray looking substance that smells not great, but you bottle it up and you now have a invulnerability potion.
Perfect. And then I will give it to Elrond because you look like you're taking the most damage here. Hold on to this in case things get crazy.
I hand it to the cleric immediately.
Do I see it? Do I see it happen?
Yeah, absolutely. There's just like this
whatever.
fireman carry chain of of handing off this potion.
It's my job to
Hi.
take the hits.
Oh, okay. And I'll put it in my bag.
Okay, you do so.
Yes. If one of us die and you are unconscious, you cannot make undead, correct?
Right. Not my thing.
You
Okay,
have
so
one more try to make something in this cauldron if you would like to.
we could either make one of these again or look for another note.
Are the windows, like, is there anything special about the windows?
They just appear to be regular glass. You can see as you look out that window, you can see the way you've come. You can see that
Okay.
that strange domed building that you left to get here.
Is the room light? Is the room lit up?
The room is dimly lit, less dim lit now that the one of the lights has been busted.
I'm gonna look underneath the box with all the materials.
Okay, you begin to kind of pick up the box. You hear some shifting material, and you panic for a moment, thinking you've broken something. But when you look inside, you see that you've tipped over one of the collections of vials, and underneath it, you see another piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
There we go. There's the third one.
And you find the following. A healing potion that heals for 8d4 plus 8 and cures any diseases or poisons.
Pretty good.
That is useful.
And I
I
know
wish
that
we found it
Nick's
first.
got poison, right?
No,
Yeah.
Nyx did not get poisoned,
Okay.
Oh, he didn't? Oh, okay.
but he would have if he had failed.
Mm.
Ah.
So I take that paper and I'm holding that one and the wealth one in my hand. I'm going, oh man, shoot. And I'm like weighing which one I want. Man, 800 gold is 800 gold.
It went up again.
I mean, yeah, 400 gold's 400 gold.
Red,
Oh
yellow,
my God.
blue.
Yeah.
You
What
throw it
is
in,
the
Elrin. You
name?
throw it
He
in.
takes it, he does it while I'm.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, nice. While I'm
Elrin,
weighing the options.
you take one of the clear reagent vials and you dump it in the cauldron. It turns back to its neutral starting color, and then you dump in the red, yellow, and blue all at the same time. I'm assuming with no care, and the liquid turns a vibrant, bright red, and you're able to pocket this healing potion.
I don't know he's done it yet.
Excellent.
I don't even know he's done it yet. I go, okay, I'll do the wealth one, and I turn around. I go, what? What? Elrin,
Perfect.
what you do?
Made a healing potion.
The red liquid turns to a ruddy brown, and you are all out of reagents to reset the cauldron.
900 gold, I guess.
Guys, what is the name of that one eye? Like, what is the name of that one eye friend?
Oh, naughty.
Naughty. Oh, yes.
Oh no, you just said it. You just okay. So you just said it though.
It's fine, I can hear you.
Oh, hey
You
man.
should just hang out if you're just gonna stalk us.
That's why I'm
Totally
still
fine.
here. He's kind of like, he's got his arms up in the air as he's standing on the statue.
You know, you could always hop in Tachka and just like get carted around.
I think he's greater than
Naughty,
size.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Why are you not trying to find this artifact by yourself?
Because it's dangerous. He sits down and crosses his arms and his legs.
And don't you have any information about that danger?
Sadly, no. Which is why I have all of you. He smiles.
So you know it's dangerous, but you don't know why.
He nods.
Can I insight?
No insight necessary. He's not sending you to your deaths. He just doesn't want to be bothered with taking damage looking for these things.
I try one more time and go.
Okay.
I go. Look, wizard to wizard. What do these things do?
He squints at you with his single eye and he says, pretty weak for a wizard.
I'm short and I have a short temper. Watch out, buddy. But I don't do anything. But I don't do anything. I hide behind.
You just see the eye just kind of roll and just like go back to looking at Nyx.
I'm gonna check out the table over there because that's just bugging me since the start.
You instantly see the eye just kind of like latch onto Nyx as he begins to approach this table over here on the east side. What do the rest of you do?
I think I'm gonna start moving that direction.
Okay.
I will stick with the party.
I'm starting to also like I'm still trying to find my friends, so I'm actually wandering towards the spirit to ask if they've seen my friends.
Okay. You approach the spirit and you begin talking to it, and it doesn't even seem to regard you. Not in a way of like, oh, this person's too good for you, but just seemingly not even hearing you as they float along.
Rejected again.
The rest of the party, you begin to approach what is not a table, but is actually a bloody altar. You can see on either side are snake statues. And on the center here is a dried pool of blood. In addition, you can also see that there are various instruments laid out on the table as well. Or on the altar, sorry.
No. Naughty, what is that place?
There is no answer. Just a silent stare in your direction. As you begin to continue to examine the altar, you will see that there is a strange object that looks like a magnifying glass, except one of the outer edges is chipped, and the glass that remains is holding a serpent's eye. And then you also see a dagger, and then what also looks like a mallet as well.
I'm not touching any any of these things.
It is exciting and alarming.
I mean, if it's just a blood sacrifice kind of thing, I have much of it.
Would not share my blood so easily.
I agree.
Well, maybe it has something to do with the sacrifice for this statue in the middle.
Yeah, there may be something we need to do. I'm gonna go see if the first snake we found is still here.
Does anyone interact with the altar?
I would not.
I don't.
And we don't want to see. So? Does the altar have like a channel to like feed the statue blood or something like that?
It does not. At first glance, it appears that these statues are ornamental. Basil, you recognize that object, that magnifying glass with the serpent's eye, is magical.
It looks like that serpent's eye thing is magical of some sort. It could be, maybe it's one of the artifacts or something. Is it just placed on the altar?
Yes,
or is
it is just placed loosely on the altar.
I mean, he did say they would look like not much. And I'm telling you, that's admitting some magical energy.
I'll pick up the eye.
Okay. Go ahead and move up to the altar.
Well, can I
Yeah.
see if it's radiating the same kind of vibe as the cat
No,
the cat
different.
statue?
Very different. This
Mm.
the magic here is necrotic, necromancy, and
What about,
also abjuration magic as well on that
what about
object.
strength-wise? Strength-wise is about as intense.
Pretty weak, actually. You think it might have something to do with the fact that it's damaged.
Okay. Yeah, I'll relay all that too.
Valfine, you approach the altar. What would you like to do?
I'll pick up the eye, and then like he said it was magical. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I'll identify it.
Okay. As you approach the altar and pick up the magnifying glass with the serpent's eye, this statue's mouth opens, and
Oh,
a
don't like
toxic
that.
cloud begins to spew forth. I
I'll
need. Oh no, it's just Valfine. You were caught in the 15-foot cone, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yes, of course, of course.
And what was the?
Leave. Normal. Don't you do this to me, game.
Unfortunately, you
12.
just barely fail, and you suffer 9 points of poison damage as this cloud of venom just envelops you for a moment.
Oh, I'll like prestidigitate it away from my face and then like step back with the magnifying glass. Fine, I'll take it with me then.
You do.
Or do you
Well,
Does
also
I'm
she
not-
get poisoned or just take one instance of
She just
damage?
takes the damage. She's not poisoned.
That was unappealing.
Looks horrible.
It didn't smell the best.
and I'll like prestidigitate so like around me smells like vanilla instead.
I'm hungry.
Yes. I'll identify this.
Okay. This is a item from your detect. You're just like casting detect, or I'm sorry, identify.
Yeah.
Okay. With the identify spell cast, you know that this is a soul conversion tool. This is an object that is used to take a freshly killed soul and modify its spectral energy for another purpose. What that purpose is can vary depending on the user's purpose for it. It can make them into a poison for like perhaps a cemetery of some kind. You've heard of some necromancers using them to more effectively dominate souls so they make more pliable zombies or soldiers the like. There are various uses for this item, but all of them are horrifying.
Okay,
But
looks
I will
damage and use, right? You
I
said?
will say that there's not really a whole lot of use to it anymore because it's broken.
Awesome. Good to know.
Hellerin, as you step onto this rug, it animates and attacks you. And
Hell
that
yeah.
and that is where I'm afraid we're going to have to end the session for tonight.
Yes.
I'll even see where you are. Where
He's at the north.
Let's
the-
say I
Okay.
handed off the little panther figure to Elrond.
Okay.
When he gave me the thing from the potion.
Easily done for sure. All right, did y'all have fun?
Yes.
So good.
Absolutely.
I just saw you guys wandering on the map, and I'm like, oh no.
It's okay.
I'm glad.
There's two ways to get through traps in D&D. Is you have a rogue investigate everything, or you have somebody step on them.
For
And,
sure.
The
So
latter is always the more funny.
Would detect magic not detect a trap?
You were not
Second?
close enough to detect the
Yeah,
rug of
it's-
smothering.
It's yeah.
Coltair, I'm so sad that we're going to be missing you next week and perhaps for a while. I
Yeah.
I am really looking forward to the idea of perhaps playing with you again at some point. But
Yeah.
it's going to be sad to not see you here next week. Hopefully, we'll
if
have.
I become free, I'll let you know.
Yes, please do. I will slot you in whatever I'm doing for that week if I can. So happy to do that. So yeah, everybody out there who's watching, thank you so much for doing that. If you're watching the VOD, thank you for doing that. Please remember to like, follow, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And again, to my players, thank you again for playing. And so we will say
Thank you.
adieu, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.